Hi, Mr. Turner. This is Felipe Brito. I'm one of the creative directors and target researchers of Smart Marketing. We recently had several proposals, but we decided to work with the Boys and Girls Club because I personally have a connection with the institution. I grew up as a member of the organization. Going to the background and mission of the organization, in 1860, the Boys and Girls Club was established in Hartford. In 1906, it got a nationwide movement, and in 1990, it received the recognition that the girls are also part of the cause. And in 2006, it celebrated a 100 years anniversary. Today, the Boys and Girls Club serves 4.73 million young people annually in 4,645 clubs nationwide.
Hi, Mr. Turner. This is Mary Fosnot from the Research Department. As you can see here with our social media budget, the annual revenue is $223 million. 10% of that is our marketing budget, and then 10% of that is our social media budget, which we have allocated to internal labor, production costs, and outside media costs. Moving on to our goals and objectives, we have several goals and objectives, but we're going to be focusing on using our advertisement to cover about $10 million in registration dues. We also want to increase engagement and create partnerships with potential donors. Moving on to our SWOT analysis, you can see that there are several strengths and weaknesses of the Boys and Girls Club of America. Through our research, we found we had some great resources for our SWOT analysis. Some of the strengths include a strong, well-known brand, showcases authentic content on social media, and celebrity partner alumni with some major celebrities. As you can see, some of the weaknesses include lack of transparency for membership dues, infrequency of posts to Twitter, and a lack of followers on Instagram. Moving on to opportunities and threats. A major opportunity that we saw was to increase the social awareness through online initiatives with the Great Futures campaign of 2025. And then just some threats on the right-hand side, as you can see, our strong brand competition from Girl Scouts of America and the YMCA, and also the national economic uncertainty for our sponsors and donors.
Hi, this is Annie Jenkins, and I'm the media planner. So our biggest competitor is the YMCA, and they're using Instagram and Facebook. Instagram to mostly reach teens and young adults. They're also using Facebook to reach women ages 35 to 44. We're talking mostly moms about packing, and they're posting on average once per month. And they're also using Instagram to encourage social media engagement using photo contests and things like that. So some good ideas for maybe some things that we could implement in ourselves. So we've also got the Girl Scouts. So they use Instagram and Twitter, actually. They leverage user-generated content, storytelling, and high-quality photography. They also have one of the largest followings for nonprofits on Instagram and have a massive amount of engagement, such as post likes and things like that. And on Twitter, they use hashtag campaigns, as well as on Facebook to encourage participation among supporters and followers.
For our target audience, we divided in two examples. So the first example that we have is the primary target audience, which is sponsors and donors. The persona example that we have is Brian Smith. Brian is 35 years old, married. He has a PhD in computer science from New York University, and he makes around $100,000 a year. He likes to use Facebook, LinkedIn, and Twitter. He's looking for a program that has a good reputation, that has also concrete results from previous investments, and somewhere that he could do brand advertisements. He likes to shop on Amazon. He also likes to shop based on his advertisements that he sees on Facebook and Instagram. He's an outgoing person. He likes family, church, traveling, and he has a democratic opinion. For our second example, we have a parent example, Angela Mesquita. She's 40 years old. She's a single mother. She's doing her social work undergrad program at Austin Community College, and she makes around $35,000 a year. She likes to use Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, LinkedIn, and Twitter. She's looking for a program that has a good reputation for her daughter, that has a strong and diverse curriculum, and also that has scholarship opportunities for her future. She also likes to shop on Amazon, and she also follows advertisements that she sees on Facebook. She's a hardworking person, and she is interested in family, nonprofit, social work, and social equality. She also has a democratic opinion.
Hello, Mr. Turner, Kalista Balasia here, and I'm your content strategist. So I'll be going over the tactical plan with you as well as the different content platforms that we have for our campaign. So in regards to our tactical plan, there are 3 different branches that really stem from this plan, and these are differentiation from brand competition, as well as generating sustainable partnerships and social media engagement. So what we want to do through these 3 branches is really to communicate authenticity through posting organic and user-generated content about Boys and Girls Clubs, as well as communicating the benefits of partnership to potential donors and sponsors, as well as the community we're engaging with. And we also want to be very strategic about how we target our audience through these compelling posts, because we want to encourage shareability, likability. We just want to get people involved with what we're doing, and we want them to really experience who Boys and Girls Clubs are through our posts. So now I'll move forward through our content platforms. The first of these is going to be original web and social media content. Through our content, we want to encourage our alumni to speak out on their experience, and we want to increase engagement in the form of user-generated content. We really want to create a strong relationship with our alumni through multiple touch points, and we really want to start these conversations about various things that Boys and Girls Clubs really deal with, especially about education reform and just about succeeding in life. We really think that these things will come from our actual alumni. We believe their stories are so powerful, much like Felipe's, where these people are so impacted that they love to share their experience, and so we want to leverage that and use that to move our social media forward. Similarly, we want to go through parenting blogs, such as Scary Mommy and Tech Savvy Mama. We really want to facilitate this interaction and engagement with parents, offer them opportunities to give feedback in response to a variety of subjects, open the door for research, and give us perspective into their minds. So you'll see here on the right, there's an advertisement. We would like to partner with Scary Mommy or Tech Savvy Mama and potentially receive sponsors that way through the parent aspect. Similarly, we would love to advertise on educational websites and apps. We really think this will encourage the interaction of engagement with parents and our students and our teachers. We really believe that this fulfills the goal of educating children and helping them succeed in a way that is authentic for Boys and Girls Clubs. So we want to offer these parents and teachers and their children feedback on their daily learning as well through an app called Class Dojo. And Class Dojo is a management app that helps teachers communicate with parents what exactly the kids are learning, and we believe that we can utilize this as well in regards to Boys and Girls Clubs. We also want to talk about podcasts. We know that podcasts, according to our research, have a generally male-centric audience. About 52% of listeners are males. So we think that we can reach the MLB fans. We really think we can reach the male-dominated sphere here through podcasts. We want to encourage our alumni donors who have succeeded. We want to encourage them to interact with Boys and Girls Clubs while they're listening to their educational or journalistic or sports-centric podcasts. And we believe that these high listener counts and download counts that are in the millions give us the potential to reach higher numbers of conversion, higher numbers of people putting their dollars back into an organization that really helped them to succeed. And so we believe that these platforms will be really useful for the Boys and Girls Clubs.
Hi, this is Annie Jenkins back with our ROI estimates. So our total marketing budget is $22.3 million as we previously established, and we're assuming we're bringing in 10,000 new customers annually. Our customer lifetime value is $1.6 million per month, which would give us an annual value of $20.25 million. Our target customer acquisition cost is 10% of that CLV, which is $2 million. And our social media budget is 10% of our marketing budget, which is $223,000. The number of new customers in order to generate a positive ROI is above 1,000, and we get that number based on $22.3 million it takes to generate 10,000 new customers annually. Again, we're assuming the 10,000 as our goal, 10% of which is devoted to social media. So our social media campaign should generate 1,000 of the 10,000 new customers. So if we assume a conversion rate of 1%, we need to drive 100,000 visits to the landing page to get 1,000 new customers.
Hi Jamie, this is Michelle Stevens with an overview of our research on social platforms as well as more creative mockups. For our social media platforms, we want to use a variety of social apps and sites to make sure we are reaching as many members of the target as possible. The main platforms that we think would be beneficial for our campaign are Instagram, LinkedIn, Facebook, Twitter, Pinterest, and Snapchat. Our research shows that 72% of 13 to 17-year-olds that are using social media use Instagram. This makes Instagram a great way to reach kids who can tell their parents about their potential interest in the Boys and Girls Clubs. We believe that LinkedIn would be a great way to reach out to potential donors and sponsors, as the majority are working adults aged 30 to 49 who are looking for business-related opportunities. Facebook is a great way to connect with young parents who may want to enroll their child in Boys and Girls Clubs, as 78% of young adults between 18 to 29 use the platform. We want to use Twitter to communicate with parents and sponsors and create a conversational dynamic between new followers. Pinterest is an excellent way to connect with mothers, as the majority of users are women ages 30 to 49. Finally, we want to use Snapchat to reach out to children and parents, as this is increasingly becoming a main news source for young millennials and Generation Z. Here are some creative examples of what our social platforms would look like. On LinkedIn, we want to keep it professional and maybe feature blog posts and stories about the real differences Boys and Girls Clubs make to encourage more sponsorships and donors. Alternatively, on Pinterest, we want to catch the attention of mothers. We think it would be good to feature kids doing activities and include a link to the Boys and Girls Club site. On Facebook and Instagram, we are still reaching out to young parents. In these examples, we are highlighting activities that the children can become involved in, and even sharing videos of their performances. Finally, on Twitter and Snapchat, we want to make sure to keep the content engaging and interactive. On Twitter, this means replying directly to tweets the organization is mentioned in and keeping a casual conversation and positive tone through our posts. On Snapchat, this means having a clear call to action and including a link to the official site's homepage.
Thank you very much for listening to our presentation. I hope you enjoyed our proposal, and I personally want to thank you for considering such a personal and deep connection with such institution. We look forward to do business with you. Thank you very much and have a great day.